Hello, everyone. Welcome in to our first sneak peek of our holiday wishes release. Welcome everyone that is in the chat, and then welcome everyone that will catch the replay later on. So, as I mentioned, this will be our first sneak peek to our holiday release. I'm super excited. I've got some new layering frames to show you, I have some new lovely layers to show you. We're going to create a fun holiday card. And I don't know about you, but are your lights blinding you? No, they're fine. Do I look beautiful, Mindy? Mindy knows the lighting issues that we all go through trying to do lives and videos and things. It's always a work in progress. Let's see. Love Christmas cards. I am ready for Christmas cards. I don't know about you, but I'm ready. I just love it. Let's see. You have, oh, these are my reading glasses because I'm old. I went to the eye doctor and he said, guess what? You need readers. So that is what those are on my head. They do look like sunglasses, but they're readers. Let's see here. I see a lot of my friends in the chat. Brenda and Krista, hello. Missy, Dansky. Let's see here. Deb, hello. Lisa. Let's see. Julia. I bet that's Julia up there. Rachel, Mindy. Okay. Mindy has readers too. Yes. Lori. Susan, hello. Okay, everyone. So let's get a little bit of housekeeping out of the way. So someone asked a question and they asked, do we have any classes? And that is probably because a lot of our friends are joining us coming in from the Crop and Create event that was this past weekend. And we do have classes. We have free classes at Honeybee Stamps Buzzworthy Challenges over on Facebook. Our next free class will be in November, and we're going to have a special guest, Kelley Taylor, who is an amazing Copic colorer, and she also is drawing some of our stamp sets. And so she's going to share one of our new holiday stamp sets and then go through a Copic coloring class. And I am going to take the class with you all, just like I am participating in the class. And she's going to teach us all of her tips and tricks. Now, we are in the beginning stages and the talks of putting together some sort of event. So keep your ears peeled. Be on the lookout for that. We're in talks to do that. Another thing, our Holiday Wishes release will be on October the 18th, and you will see sneak peeks right here first. You all see it first here on our live streams. And so you'll see sneak peeks on Mondays and Wednesdays leading up till the 18th. So I hope that gives you guys a little bit of information. And so we're super, yes, an event. My ears are peeled. Yes. All right, you guys. Yep, we're in the beginning stages, and so we're super excited about that. We have had requests for events and things for years, and so maybe we can dive into that. It's a big undertaking, but I think it will be amazing. Okay, so I am going to go down to my desk view here, and you're going to get the very first sneak peek. So let me go to my little dish of holiday goodness here. And I have some die cuts all ready to go. You can see I have a card base, of course, but then I've also got some layers of our new holiday layering frames. And I want to tell you, I'm not going to even tell you the correct name because I don't have the names. That's how new it is in my craft room. So as with all of our layering frames, you're going to get all the great shapes. You're going to get all the great embossed detail. And then I cut a red layer. I cut a pattern paper layer. Now this is one of our old patterns from last year's holiday paper pad. So this is not a newbie, but I had to pull out some green paper. And then you'll see my little dish of goodies here. This is our lovely Layers candy canes. We're going to do a whole little candy cane situation tonight on a really cute holiday card. It's going to be easy to put together, which If you know me, I love easy. I'm going to start out with the holly leaves that are in that Lovely Layers candy cane set. There is a pine sprig in that set. And I'm going to stick those down, and I'm going to start out by doing just a little bit of ink blending on these just to give them just a little bit of something. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to take my Rustic Wilderness ink, and I'm going to do a little bit of just kind of tone on tone just to give these little die cuts a little bit of love, a little bit of variation in color. I'm not going to go all the way to the tips of the greenery. I'm going to kind of leave those the lime green. That way, when I layer it onto my paper and onto my candy cane, you're going to see those nice variations in the color there. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with my holly leaf. And so what is so cool about this little die set is you can use and cut multiples of the holly and use that. You could cut multiples of the little pine bough or the little pine sprig and make a whole little arrangement out of that. You can see over here in my happy little dish that I have a super cute swirly curly bow that's going to be adorable. And then we're going to get to the adorable little candy cane here in a minute. But I just think that this little die set is a lot of bang for your buck because you can do, little greenery swags just by themselves. You can mix it with the candy canes. There's just like cut goodness going on here with this new little die set. And you guys are getting the first look. I have not played with these yet. So you're seeing everything first. I have not done any cards with these. I haven't done anything with them. And so that's kind of fun for you guys too, to watch me work out what we're going to do to create a super cute, easy holiday card. Okay, so I've got my ink blending the way that I want it. And then on this holly leaf here, you'll notice that we do have those really great embossed details that are going to press into your paper when you die cut those. I am going to take kind of an olive green colored pencil, and I'm going to trace right down those embossed lines just to kind of make those pop again. Do you see how when I just add some simple colored pencil over that, you could use your colored markers or whatever you want, or your Copic markers, but just adding just a touch and just simply tracing, I like to call it cheating, just tracing over those lines is really going to add a lot of fun dimension. It's really going to make those nice details really pop out of that little holly leaf. Now see how easy that was just to add a little bit of colored pencils to that die cut. Okay, now let me see if I can't find my handy dandy little tweezers here. Okay, so I'm going to pick this up. Now, let's get rid of my little waffle flower grip mat here. And you can see how grippy that is on my glass mat. It is super grippy. Okay, now our curly little bow. Let's go ahead and put this little guy together. It's really easy. I'm going to zoom in just a hair here. And it does have a little centerpiece that will just pop right in the center. So it's easy. Now, if you wanted to go through and add, some shading and things right in here to really make your little bow pop, you could do that. And I'm just going to simply add, if I can get my glue to come out here, I'm going to simply add that little center to our bow. And then another thing I think would be really cute on some of these little die cuts is to add your white gel pen, just as a little touch. And I think I'm going to add some glimmery, shimmery stickles. If there's ever a time that I'm going to pull out the glitter and the sparkles and all of those things, it is for sure going to be for holiday cards. And let me tell you, our holiday wishes release is jam packed with all things winter and holiday. And so not just Christmas, I want to tell you. We've got 4 fabulous paper pads coming out. And so it's going to be a jam-packed, beautiful release. Okay, so let's now take a look at our cute little layering candy canes. Now, of course, you could layer these and do them all in red and white if you wanted to. I'm going to mix in some green. And so what you do is you can take your base layer. You can see the solid here. Of course, it does have the really nice embossed detail in it. And all you're going to do is layer over the top, whatever color, whatever layers that you want. If I can get it in my hands here, whatever color and whatever layers that you want to do. So if you want to do, I don't know, rainbow candy canes, if you wanted to, you could do that. And so when they go together, you're going to get all 3 colors of stripes in there, just like that. And then I've got red and I've got, let's see which one I want to go, white. And then I've got a green layer that I'm going to add. Okay, so I'm going to start adding my liquid adhesive here. And I'm simply going to put dots on these larger areas where we have our little stripes and then connect it that way. So I can kind of just plop it down and then use my fingers to kind of slide them around and get everything lined up where it's going to go. Now, let me show you. If you wanted let's say just a red and white candy cane or green and white, you could leave it just like this and just do it in 2 layers. If you want multiple colors and 3 layers like I'm doing, there are all 3 dies that are going to cut all 3 layers. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to add some little dabs here in these larger striped areas. And then all I need to do is kind of plop it down. And then I'm going to pick it up and then slide it around with my fingers. And once I get this all into place, I'll really hold it up here so you all can see what I'm talking about here. Let me kind of press this down and let that adhesive do its work and do its job. Like this. Let's see here. That curly bow is adorable. It is adorable. Okay. Okay, so when we get it all put together, we have a 3-colored layered candy cane that's going to look like this. So it looks super fancy, but it really goes together so easily, just like that. Okay, so let's put together our other little swirl of colors that we have going on here. Same colors, I just did the layers in different colors so I could have it look just a little different. I'm going to do the white next, and then I'll do green on the top of this one. Okay, so I'm doing very traditional Christmas colors for this card, but I think I'm doing the card base in black, and that's really going to make these really nice, bright, Christmassy colors. They're just going to pop off of the front of the card. Okay, so red and white candy cane. If you wanted to leave it just like that, it's adorable. Just like that, you could add some little sparkles. Like I'm going to use the stickles here in a minute. If you wanted to add some, stickles in there, you could call it good. But let's go ahead and let's add that 3rd layer. And I'm just adding just tiny little drops here and there. Let's see here. And then I can kind of plop this one down. And then I'm going to line it up and shimmy it around. And then I'm really going to pinch so we get that liquid adhesive to really do its thing. I suppose if you really wanted to get fancy, you could add some little tiny micro foam dots back there and have, some fun kind of little dimensional candy canes if you wanted to do that. Okay, so this is what we're looking like so far. Okay, so we've got our cute little candy canes, very traditional. And then also in that set, we've got the little berries that are going to go, of course, with the little holly leaves. Okay, so now that I've got that, let's start putting together our card base and everything. Do you see how fast that whole die set went together? It was like easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then we've got some super cute holiday candy canes. And what I think is fun, do you ever see, especially in the grocery stores and things during the holidays, when they have all the multicolor candy canes? I really like the traditional peppermint ones, but my kids, of course, love like the tropical flavors that are like pink and green and purple and all the different colors. So if you had some kiddos in your world that liked different colors like that, you could totally do whatever color candy cane you wanted. Okay, I'm just going to plop that one down. And then I always like to kind of hold my layers up in front of my eyeballs to kind of see how we're looking here. And I'm going to hold this down. Do you see how beautiful this layering frame is? Do you see all the little scroll work and the little leaves? And I have to tell you, those of you who know our layering frame die sets know that this is only 2 small little pieces in a really large die set. So let me do a count while that glue is setting up. So the layering frames die set has 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's an 8-piece die set for the holiday layering frames. So you know how much I love my layering frames. I love to layer paper, and this takes all the guesswork out of it because, all you do is really pick out whatever paper you want to use and let the dies do all the work for you. And then it makes it look really fancy when we didn't have to do a whole lot of work at all. Okay. All right. So I've got my green pattern paper in there. Now let's put together a cute little kind of a candy cane arrangement here, so to speak. So if you wanted to do one candy cane like so, and then do like a little arrangement here. Maybe you wanted to do the holly and you just wanted to add maybe the little bow. See how adorable that just by itself? Super simple, elegant. I mean, you could use glitter paper, just very simple, very elegant. Or you could just really have fun with the candy canes here and go to town like I did and cut multiples. And so I'm going to kind of arrange these, and I'm going to do kind of a fun little candy cane arrangement here if I can decide, how I want these little guys to kind of set just like that maybe. And then let's put together maybe a little winter little bouquet, so to speak. Maybe something like this, and then the berries and the little ribbon. It's going to be adorable. Okay, so let me quit chatting here. Let's glue these down. So I'm going to glue my green one down first, just some little dots. And I'm going to kind of have it kind of crossing over kind of this way. And I'm going to hold that down. Do all the candy canes face the same direction? There's only one candy cane in this set. So I have cut 2 candy canes. So you're going to get 1 candy cane, the holly leaf, the berries, the bow, and the pine. So this is the die set here. Now the candy cane, you have to remember, that's 3 large dies just for this piece. Okay, so you're going to get 3 large pieces: the pine, the holly, the berries, and the little bow. But I just cut 2 candy canes because why not have multiples? I think 3 would be cute. Okay, so let's kind of do a little crossover here. And I'm going to kind of hold this down. I'm going to let that liquid adhesive really do its job like that. Can the candy cane be reversed? You could probably do that. You're just, yeah, you could, I would say you could probably do that. It's just going to be like what I'm going to call the wrong side of the die cut. I do that quite a lot, especially when things like this are like stems and leaves and things like that I want to face different directions. But I think you could totally do that and do it the other direction. Okay, so I am going to start building my little greenery piece here. And so I'm going to layer this up. And I'm simply just going to add a little dot back in here, right toward the base of these little leaves. That way I can kind of maybe add a little bit of dimension to them by, maybe giving them a little bit of a curl here in a minute. And it's really going to make that pop up off of the card. And I'm just going to kind of squeeze this down and let that liquid adhesive set up. Let's see here, Lisa. It can be reversed. It won't have the emboss. Yes. The only layer that really has the embossing lines are the undermost layer. So I'm looking at it and thinking. So when you hear me stop and pause for a second, I'm just really eyeballing it. I still think that you could do that. Like when you die cut, I'm going to snip a little bit of this off. When you die cut and you just have those really clean, nice, rounded edges from your die, you just won't have that on the other side. But I think you could totally, maybe have the underside, the underneath little candy cane be the one that is your backwards one. And then, it wouldn't stand out as much. Okay, I'm going to add my little berries. I'm going to use my tweezers for this. And I think I'm going to nestle these. Let's see here. I'm going to want to put my bow like down in here. And I'm going to kind of nestle the berries kind of right back in here, I think. So I'm going to hold those for a second. Let's see here. Is there a theme for this release? It's called Holiday Wishes, and honestly, it is a little of this, a little of that. No, I'm kidding you. So there's some traditional holiday Christmas. There is a lot of winter. So if you love snowflakes, blue, icy, all that kind of stuff, you'll be happy about that. And then there's, our traditional kind of holiday stuff as well. So there's a little something for everyone. I will say that. If you love to color, we have several beautiful stamp sets that are going to be perfect if you love to color. So, okay, I'm going to add my adhesive right back here to the center of my little bow. It's a pretty traditional holiday and winter products. I lost Lisa's comment. Honeybee spin on them. Yep, that's for sure. Okay, and then I'm going to pop this right in there. And I'm going to hold that down and let it do its job right there. Okay, now let's do a little pickup here. Kind of. All right, so this is what we're left with so far. Now, let's add a pretty just simple little sentiment here. And I have in my Misty, I have a mini messages, a new mini message stamp, and it says, "Have a holly jolly Christmas." So this is the newest addition to our mini messages collection. And of course, we had to have a holiday set, and they will also coordinate with your mini messages dies that you already have. So I'm just going to stamp this in black because we're keeping it pretty simple. We have the black background. So I'm just going to do a tap, 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 and then close this up, and then just a little light pressure here. And then a tap, tap, light pressure, just like so. And then because this is VersaFine ink, I am going to take my heat tool and I'm going to dry this a little bit. So let me wheel my heat tool over here. Oh. Okay. Are you still there? There we go. Beautiful nails. Okay. Are you guys still there? Yes, you are. Okay. In stream. No, we're good. I'm looking still here. Okay. Whew. We had technical issues. I wheeled my little cart and it jostled my camera. Okay. Still here. Perfect. All right. Here we go. Back to work. That scared me for a minute. Your craft room has really come together. It is getting there. It is a work in progress. I still, obviously, let me go this way so we can chat while I'm die cutting this. I have to call in an electrician because I've got cords everywhere, but that is like, par for the course. Okay. This is our original mini messages set. So this is the everyday set. Now, the coordinating dies for this, and this was released several releases back. There are 3 different shaped little banners that you can use. So you could use the little fishtail, you could use the squared corners, or you could use the rounded corners. I think for this card, I'm just going to use the good old-fashioned, just squared little banner. And the thing is you can make this as long or as short as you want to. So if I wanted to keep the edges like pretty close together, I could use this die. If I wanted it really nice and long, I could go here and then have a lot of room on the edges. It's just whatever you would like. I think I'm going to use this one and keep it pretty snug. Let's see here. Some of the stamp sets are super small, though they are super affordable. Yes. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to line this up. And so let me go back to here if I can get it. There we go. And I'm going to lean just a little bit. So I apologize if my crazy hair gets in the way. And I'm going to put that down. And then I'm going to grab my little die machine here, and we're going to cut that out. And so somebody mentioned my nails. Do you see? I had to do holiday nails, and I never do colors really. Usually I do like a light pink or a nude or something like that. But I had to do holiday nails because we're jumping into the holidays. And I'm getting ready to start doing our videos and all that stuff. So I thought that good old-fashioned red would be fun. Okay, Holly Jolly Christmas. And so if you wanted to heat emboss that or, whatever, it just makes it super easy. So I'm going to put this aside. And then I can pull my card over here. And then, this could go here. It could go on the inside. I think I'm going to pop it up like right across there and keep it. Do you see how it keeps it just so super simple with our little sentiment? So I'm going to add a little bit of foam tape to this. Trust me, Melissa, Kelley, and I work hard and think out everything when designing products. We really want you all to have to be able to get the items you want. Yes, that is true. There's a little something for everyone. That's like I mentioned before, if you're into coloring, there's coloring. If you would rather stencil, there are stencils. There's some 3D embossing folders. There's just a little something for everybody. And are we saying that you have to have everything? Absolutely not. We're saying that we provide or we have ideas for everybody, but we want you to get what you're going to use and what you're going to love. Okay, I'm going to kind of just lay this down, and then I'm going to hold it up just a little bit and kind of nestle that across there, just like that. Now, to finish this off, I'm going to add some holiday sparkle, and this is the Crystal Stickles. Unfortunately for my pocket, I always like everything honeybee. Oh, I hear you. Me too. We love all of you, and let's see, Betsy can't give you a hug next week. Oh, who's here? Somebody's here that Lisa knows? Okay, I'm going to get this going. Okay, now I do this super easy. I lay down almost like just a little dot, and then I just kind of drag it and smear it out. I'm not laying on like a huge bead of it. Do you see? And it almost just looks like you've just brushed just a little holiday shimmer. And this is also good if you like to ink blend and like to do those things, because a lot of times like your Wink Stella and things like that are going to activate your inks. And this is really going to lay more on top of the ink. Just like that. We can add some fun little shimmers here and there. Let's add some more right up in here, because the holidays, can you ever have too much shimmer? Is it like a thing? I don't think you can ever have enough shimmer and glimmer. If there's ever a time to pull out, all the pretty glitter and snow and all the things, it is during the holidays. So I'm just going to go to town here, adding just little drops and little swipes of shimmer. And there we go. Maybe add one little boop right to the center of the bow. Okay, so I'm going to call it good. Now I'm going to hold it up, and I'm going to kind of tilt it in the light so you can get a look at all that shimmer. So easy peasy. Let's see what time it is. 8:34. So I had all my die cuts cut, but everything went together in about 30 minutes for the card. So let me go back here, and then let's see what you guys are saying about our first little sneak peek tonight. So we've got our holiday layering frames. We've got our lovely layers candy canes, and then our new holiday mini messages. All right, such a cute card. Came together quickly. Yes, wow. That was quick. Beautiful card. Oh, yay. Everybody's loving it. Oh, good. That is so cool. Lisa and I have loved this. I even like the black. I think this would be pretty popped up on a white card base. It would be pretty popped up on green. So many different ways that you can go with holiday stuff. Let's see here. Are you going to work with the rock? I'm going to pull out. I've got a little box of goodness over here. The whole holiday release is sitting right here right now. I wish I could just show you guys all the things because it's fabulous. But I've got all kinds of fun things that we're going to try. And I've got some new things ordered too. Let's see here. So much texture. Yes. So pretty. I love the little loops on this layer. I love all this little swirl. So cute. It is very classic, sweet Christmas holiday. But you know what is so cool about this? And I'm just thinking about if you did this in pink and blue, you've got a spring card. So there you go. That's what's so fun about these die sets. Change up the colors and you've got something totally different. It does not have to be just for holiday. Let's see here. The release party. Oh, I got to put my glasses on again. Excuse me here. I saw it somewhere. Release party. It will be on the 18th. Okay, let me make sure. What night is the release party? Okay, Krista asked. It will be on the 18th. I love the size of the candy canes. I do too. Big candy canes. We love them. And this would be cute if on gifts, tags, of course, like all kinds of different things that, you could do. I love to decorate my packages and things with all kinds of die cuts and paper crafting goodies. Let's see. Hello, Rebecca. Okay, let's see here. The release paper will be 10/18 here. Yes, exactly. Okay. I want to make sure that I don't miss any questions. It would, in white, it would be like a doily. Almost. Yes. Yes. Because you've got these sweet little vines that kind of wrap around. But see, you guys are only seeing, 2 little pieces of that die set. So there's more pieces in there they're awesome. Okay. Well, you have to wait till the 18th. Not a card that someone would just glance at because there's so much to take in with all the design elements. It is, but it was so easy to put together. The candy canes are super easy. They're not just really fussy little die cuts. The smallest little bit in that whole die set is the little center to the bow, and that's the smallest little piece. But everything pulled together. And like I said, you could do one candy cane on there and it would be just as beautiful and just as elegant. It would be just really pretty. Okay. I love making handmade tags as well. I do too. My gift wrapping looks better than what's in the gift. Oh, I love that. Okay. All right. So Lisa, it is time for our giveaway tonight. Kelley, feel free to show us more. Bonnie, you're going to get me in trouble, Miss Bonnie. Yes, you are. All right. Let's see. And ordering. Congrats. Linda Milby, you are the winner tonight, Linda. All right, let me find my magic screen here. All right, Linda, if you'll email me at Kelley, Kelley, at honeybeestamps.com, I am going to send you a gift card, and I'm going to tell you, like I tell all my friend winners, this is the perfect time to win a gift card because you can either spend it or you could save it and use it on the upcoming release. So just email me and I will get you all hooked up. And so let me leave that up there for just a second. Let me make sure there's no more questions. Okay. All right. Next sneak peek is on Wednesday night. So you guys are not going to want to miss that. There's lots of holiday and winter goodness coming for you. And so I will see you then. Thanks for joining me, guys. See you on Wednesday. Bye-bye.